Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Hey guys, what's up? This is Diego here at Cinemageddon Reviews. I am very excited to finally give you guys my review of The Witcher Season 1. Now, I know this review is a little late in the game, and I know tons of people have already talked about it. Certainly, the internet itself won't seem to shut up about it. It's the most talked about show on Netflix. But honestly, it never occurred to me until now to give anybody, really, my thoughts on the show. Not until now, at least. But nonetheless, The Witcher was a show that a lot of people, myself included, were cautiously optimistic for. I heard nothing but great things about the games as well as the books. I didn't read or play any of those. So I was going in completely unbiased, not knowing what to expect. And when I heard that Henry Cavill, Superman himself, had been cast as Geralt of Rivia, I instantly became that much more interested. But as you all know, because the internet clearly explained that very, very plainly through memes and more memes and then more memes and more pictures of him naked in a hot tub, Henry Cavill is great as Geralt of Rivia. He brings so much energy, so much commitment to this role, emphasizing so many sides of the same coin. On the one side, you have this unstoppable, brooding, silent, but deadly killing machine, but also on the inside just wants to feel a sense of belonging, wants to feel like he's meant for something, wants to feel a sense of home, whether it be doing something that fulfills him or being with someone who fulfills him. And I consider this Henry Cavill's best performance so far. I can't wait to see what he does next. Also, Anya Charlotta? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm really sorry if I'm not. But the girl who plays Yennefer on the show, also fantastic work. She is so committed with the physicality, with the acting, with all the emotional beats that her character has to bring. She has a lot to do on the show, and she pulled it off flawlessly. She's kind of the Daenerys Targaryen of the show, which I hope it turns out better than it did for Daenerys. But I don't know what else this actress has done, but I personally hope that it only gets better for her in her career as an actress. I hope to see a lot more of her in the future. And also for Joey Beatty, who plays Jaskier on this show. Funny, charismatic, he's kind of like the yin to the yang of Geralt on the show. And their chemistry was honestly great. It made for some really entertaining and funny moments.
Oh, I could be your Barker, spreading the tales of Geralt of Rivia, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Come here.
Yeah.
And of course, who could forget that now annoying earwig song, The Witcher Ballad? So what did I think about the rest of the show? Well, honestly, at first I was on the fence. I knew that it had some good things in it. The cinematography, the acting, the costume design, the production design, and the visual effects. I could tell that this show came from people who obviously cared about the source material and cared about the fans, and who knew that they had to appeal to both the fans of the books and video games as much as newcomers to the show. And I knew that it had good things about it, but at first the story didn't really grab me probably as much as they would have intended it to. The way that the story's told can be confusing if you're not paying attention to every single detail in every single episode, and it did confuse me, and for a long time I was really turned off by it. I didn't really understand what was going on, but I really couldn't stay away from the show for some reason, and it must have taken me until about my third time watching it until I finally realized what was going on. So, the way that the story's told, in Season 1 at least, I don't know about the other seasons, it's told in a way where certain things are happening in the past and certain things are happening in the present. And if you're not paying attention, it can really confuse you as to what's going on in the present and what's going on in the past. Because it'll seem at some points where certain things will happen to certain characters, they'll experience certain things, and then it'll appear later on as though nothing had happened. And it'll seem that way until you finally piece together what's happening in the past and what's happening in the present. And this show's not for everybody, and I saw it as a flaw for a long time, and you might think of it as a flaw too, but eventually I began to appreciate it more, and I realized that this is just kind of the show's way of getting you to pay attention to the show and to get invested in the story and the characters. Now, don't get me wrong. There are still a lot of things on the show that are still left unexplained, especially with the villains. Certain character motivations don't really add up or make sense, at least not yet, but there is a second season coming, so I'm going to save those questions for later. After all, this is a TV show, it's not a movie. I didn't expect everything to be explained to me all at first, but you gotta explain it. You gotta explain it. I'm gonna hold you to that. But for now, it's not a flaw. Not yet. So now for the big question, the question of the hour. Is The Witcher worthy of being Netflix's biggest show? Is it worth the hype? Is it worth all that crazy fandom that the memes have started? Is it worth all that speculation if you haven't seen it? That's a big question. I said before that this show's not for everybody, but I don't want you to get discouraged by that and not watch it. I always say to give everything a chance, because even if I don't like something, you might still like it. I hate chick flicks, but I understand that there are a lot of people out there that do like them. However, as someone who did not play the games or did not read the books, it is definitely not without its worth. It got a lot of things right. It's certainly Henry Cavill's best performance yet, and it's just a damn entertaining, scary, suspenseful, funny, and just action-packed and fun show. So my rating for The Witcher is 9 out of 10. In the words of Geralt, So what did you guys think about The Witcher Season 1? Did you watch it? If not, are you going to? And are you excited for Season 2? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, if you're watching this on Facebook, please don't forget to give us a like. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on our next video. For my next video, I'm going to be talking about the most recent God of War game. It's a game that I've already talked about in the past before, but I'm going to be going a little more in depth about it this time, talking about a couple of things that a lot of people were actually dissatisfied about. And I'm going to be sort of analyzing it and explaining to you my point of view on certain things. So stay tuned for that video, which will be coming out very soon. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching Cinemageddon Reviews, guys. My name's Diego, and I'll see you guys next time.